Hey, you marvelous nerds, welcome back to the next step on the road to Secret Wars, mile marker 12, Ant-Man.
12 already. Wow.
Yep,
Ant-Man.
we are already deep in phase 2, and it's
Mm-hmm.
time for our first heist movie of the Infinity
That's
Saga.
right. I've
Yeah.
forgotten so much about this movie.
This will only probably be maybe the third time I've watched it.
I think
Um,
that's the same for me, too.
but I think as far as an origin, it's underrated. Uh, there's a
Well,
lot of practical effects. Do what?
we can talk about that at the end.
We sure
Absolutely.
can. All right, Jim. For those of you out there who may be just joining us or just stumbling upon us, we're on the road to Secret Wars. Everything from Iron Man to Endgame to Secret Wars and everything in between, including other properties like Blade, the Mark Webb, Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies, the X-Men movies. We're going to watch it all, maybe even Howard the Duck. And we want to do it along with you.
Hard to do that one.
Yeah, you signed up for this. Um,
I know.
so we're 12 properties deep. We got like 105 left to go. I think it's going to be an adventurous 2 years. But tonight is Ant-Man, and we're going to start the reaction right now.
I know how this part works, but how does this work for those who are joining us for the first time?
Well, as they can see, our faces are here on the left. We're going to provide running commentary throughout the movie, whatever pops in our minds about this character, other characters, its place in the MCU, just tie in facts about the real world in these superhero movies. And then the timestamp is there on the right. You should be at the very, very beginning of the recording on Disney Plus if you want to go ahead and queue up now. That is 2 hours and 38 seconds.
That's exactly what I have.
Awesome. So that's to be what you have at home. If you're watching on Patreon, then you can just watch along. You'll see the movie in the background. We're going to go
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Go. So these will count down.
Oh, I
Chernobyl.
forgot this starts with the construction of the Triskelion
I say that building looks somewhat familiar.
from the last movie.
Oh, the cast in this is so good.
I agree. Oh, yeah. I think they really nailed the de aging,
Honestly, I wish I looked that good. I mean,
right?
I've never looked as good as he does. You know what I mean? That's just
Huh.
let's establish the bad guy right away.
Yeah, but he's not so much the bad guy.
He is a bad guy.
I remember this being so much fun in theaters with this music in the background.
One of the characters they introduce here, though,
Michael
George
Pena's
Lopez.
character.
Oh, Michael Pena. Yes.
Uh,
So I worked with a guy once when I was working at the bar, and somebody cold cocked him like that, just out of the blue. And he just put his head down, brought his head back up, and goes, "Yeah, it's time for you to go." And the guy was like, "Yeah, okay, I'm gonna go." Just didn't even phase him. There he is.
oh yeah. I forget that they're both convicted felons.
Oh yeah, they do the criminal, the whole criminal protecting criminals thing or whatever.
Damn, just dropping depression on people.
Yeah, no.
Oh, hey, he plays Thaddeus on Fallout.
This idiot just calls him right out.
Uh,
Oh, Baskin Robbins. It's almost the CIA.
That's why I was like Baskin Robbins Secret Service. Wow.
That is take one. Might as well, right?
Yeah.
I wonder how much Baskin Robbins paid to be in that.
I don't know, but I'm assuming probably right much.
If you want an interesting story about an ex-con who really helps out other ex-cons, read about the guy behind Dave's Killer Bread.
I feel like I remember that name.
Yeah, he was a convicted felon.
Uh, he's
Yeah.
ha! I get it.
There it is.
Yep.
I'm out. Coit Tower right there. I've climbed to the top up to that. There's a oddly
Yeah, I've
enough,
never
there's a whole parrot colony that lives there from parrots that have gotten loose.
parrot colony?
Parrots.
That's cool. I love Michael Douglas.
He's amazing. His his swagger, top notch.
I don't know how you walk with that close in front of him.
His daughter, right?
Hmm.
So are the bald guys always the bad guys?
Yes. I
Are there
do
any?
not like where his story goes, though.
No, it's some terrible writing. One of the
Yeah.
low points.
He's decent in this movie, but oof, his return is tainted.
Are there any good guys that are bald in this movie? In any of these movies?
Not at all. Nebula.
Starts bad, ends up good.
Yeah.
Groot technically didn't. I guess
Drax.
Drax. There we go. Okay, good. Shield.
Yep.
That was Hank.
Yep. Which I think is great because that was his first comic. It's called Tales to Astonish.
I didn't know that reference, or I'd forgotten it. That's good.
Yep. A tall tale.
Ant Man, Tall Tale. There is a lot of space in an atom, though. That's the science is realistic. And a new kind of warfare.
Yep. Literally releasing the villain in the first 13 minutes.
It's kind of a nice change.
Right? I forgot how like hoorah democracy this was. That's called an assassination.
Assassination.
Eliminate. Oh my gosh. They didn't even hide that one.
It's like a shield around the planet.
Like a yeah, suit of armor around the world. I forget who he's tied to.
Uh,
I don't think he's the Hydra one.
aim.
I don't think he's the Ten Rings one. I think he is the remainder of AIM. Uh-oh. I love Bobby Cannavale.
That's great.
I love a kid. Language.
Language. Where's Captain America when you need him?
Huh? Oh.
That's it, right there.
Huh.
Sure, we can.
Mhm.
Oh,
Damn. Ugh.
Yeah, I'd completely forgotten about that. That weapon alone could they don't need the yellow jacket. They can just sell that gun.
Right? Many superheroes would not be fighting back. Hmm.
He did.
Daddy issues. That's the MCU. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think that was a real smile.
No, it was it was not. This is when we get the cool montage scene the first time. Hmm.
I love these little things we use.
Uh, it's those things are just brilliant. Like his little montages.
Who's the director of this?
I think is it Peyton Reed? Peyton Reed. He directed. Actually, he directed this. Yes, he directed all three.
I'm making waffles.
No one will be making further stress call. David Dismalchi is awesome.
He is pretty agile, pretty
The
spry for
Paul Rudd.
Masters.
I mean, back then,
I think that's a stunt double.
that's a stunt double.
this Pym's house?
Yes, it is.
I thought so.
Oh, we see that tank later on.
We saw that tank earlier before, or at least a tank a lot like it.
But no, we see that specific tank later. I just never knew it showed up earlier in the movie. Earlier in the movie.
Must live in the Midwest. There's a junk drawer. Wait, there would never be two of them though.
I mean, you're not
There should be.
wrong.
There should only be one junk drawer.
It's just Ocean's 11.
In like Flynn. That was a great statement from Errol Flynn.
Mhm.
Are you sure this wasn't a Cameron movie?
Right?
The guy's supposed to be gone for a week though, so they had time.
Oh yeah. They should have taken their time to crack it.
By the way, that wouldn't be an electrical engineering thing.
I know.
He's going to take the suit though, right? I
I
would.
think so. I think he does take. Oh no, 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 no,
Dolly.
no! Don't harm the sheepy. He's gonna harm the sheepy. Oh, the ducks.
Poor sheeps.
Oh, that can't feel good.
At least it doesn't take long.
That's fair. Good lord.
There's some pin particles in there yet. Look like.
I believe there is because Vicky activated it. Yep, there it is. Cool look.
At least he's taller now.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be horrifying.
That is, they did a good job of that though.
They did. The transition was amazing. And this is a great set piece.
There it is. Tidal wave.
This was so much fun in theaters. I remember having like the seriousness of the last few Marvel movies, like Winter Soldier, like seriousness.
He broke
Age
it
of
when he landed.
Ultron, seriousness. And we got to this, and it was like Michael Douglas just messing with him. Yep.
He should be safe though,
Uh.
because of his density.
Oh yeah. If he gets stepped on, he's gonna walk it off.
And he falls into something else. Yeah, something else. Vacuum cleaner.
There you go. It was brilliant. I
Yep,
swear, he just oozes charisma.
he does.
Ah, the kind of volley.
He spends a lot more time in prison.
Agreed. Huh?
It's a tough spot to be in for a kid.
It really is. I don't envy
I've
her at
got
all.
my oh, fly buzzing. I don't trust anything small anymore. Uh, a, a, a girl that's very close to being my stepdaughter. Her father was an ex-convict, and she cared for him deeply. He just didn't always make the best life decisions. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
10, 9. He just put it on over the rest of his clothes.
I believe so.
Yeah. Ah, ah.
Oh, it's aerial extraction.
Yep. With a little, I love the little handle on it and everything.
Yep. Get him the damn ant, Scott.
Ants aren't very fast overall, though.
Huh?
It's one of the more realistic. Saved by the ant.
Huh?
That's a lot of ants.
Damn. Mm,
They're supposed to be quite painful, their bites, the bullet ant.
right.
They said it was like getting hit. That's why it got its name. Like
Being
getting
hit by a
shot.
bullet.
Yeah.
That's not creepy at all.
Hmm?
Not creepy at all. Huh?
They are amazing. And that is true. I might do that though. That's 4 questions.
Yep.
Hmm. What? A scientist not sharing everything?
Scientists, spies, neighbors, they're all the same.
Ah, ah. He's got some parallels to Tony Stark.
100%.
Ah, there it is.
He's a very stable genius.
I believe it. Sure they do. Breaking.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh, uh, I love her.
She turns out to be pretty good. All right. Is there anybody who wears suspenders who's good in the Marvel universe?
Oh,
Is this the only person we've seen in suspenders?
I'm sure one or two others have.
Got it.
Oh, what an asshole.
No, I'm sure.
Mm.
And you can't call Iron Man?
Yep.
Yeah, that's a fair reason. The Queen.
I was just thinking, be Queen. Hmm. It's a little aggressive there, Michael Douglas.
He's defensive about something. It's because he lost his wife.
Yep,
He lost
going
his wife.
inside. I kind of wonder if we'll see any of that in game or in Doomsday or Secret Wars.
What? Pym?
The toll it takes on Scott.
Yeah, his mind isn't that messed. There's not much room to go with his mind. He should be fine.
Uh,
A stable genius that doesn't work. An unstable genius. That's what you need.
uh,
Almost as good as Captain America.
but Captain America, he is not. I love this training montage. Uh, uh. I forgot how good Evangeline Lilly is.
Hmm?
I forgot how good
Pretty
Evangeline
cool.
Lilly is.
Yeah. That comes in handy in the future.
I don't know about handy. Or are you talking about Endgame?
Endgame. Yeah.
Oh, scissor kick, scissor kick.
Ah, ah.
Gratuitous marble shirtless moment.
Can't he already fly?
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Really?
She is proving she knows what she's doing.
Mm-hmm.
So cool.
That's right. Should have gone Captain America.
Damn.
And Cap would go in on his own. He wouldn't need anybody else.
And he would lose.
No. He's Cap.
He's not a Captain America movie.
We should have turned in martial arts. Was it in Russia?
Oh, that'd be something. That was a scissor kick.
Cassandra.
Thatcher.
I assume. Could just be Cassie.
Is this where he spins a coin?
I believe so, yeah.
So cool.
That's a nice little house. The original Wasp. Really cool.
Janet Van Dyne.
I didn't hear about this in the news.
Yep, that's how it happens.
Kind of a plane crash.
Yep.
Setting up the next movie.
Setting up Endgame.
I'm looking forward to watching that one with you.
Did you hear they were releasing in theaters with an
No.
after credit scene?
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
We should review the after credit scene.
Whoa, we will. I'm excited about it.
That's kind of where we lost Kang, but we got Ant Wasp back. One of them. I should go.
Mm,
And this was great, though. Finally makes it through the door. He did all this in a couple of days, too. Anthony. I thought he was supposed to be really kind of super fast when he was in that form, too.
say what? I remember this. It's the new Avengers compound. Yeah. Uh,
Yeah, okay, that's something.
this was the second appearance of the Falcon. Uh, attacking an Avenger.
Actually, I could have done an Ant Man and Falcon movie. I think that would have been hilarious too.
I would have loved that.
I didn't realize his goggles were quite so good
Right?
because he never used them like that any other time. What? They couldn't get any other X Men? What's the budget in the film?
Uh, Defeated an Avenger.
Yep.
Mhm.
I wonder how long the rant went on.
I agree. Mhm.
Let's not
Let's
dwell on
not dwell
it.
on
Mm-hmm. Buy the stock now, Scott. Buy it.
That's a weird picture of Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
Looks like they tried to make a high school picture out of an adult.
Yeah. Insecurities coming to the front. Oh, I saw too much of myself.
Yep.
It's almost like I wrote this.
Huh.
Tracking her phone.
Mhm. Hmm.
I know a guy. Wombats.
Wow.
We're doomed.
Eh. Yeah, I love this group. Huh?
Gypsies.
I gave them each half a
Amazing.
Xanax.
Almost so close. You know, I'm remember this movie is better than I remember it.
I agree.
I think we got we just got out of a really good movie. Because this doesn't really compare to like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Not at all. It's a different kind of good. It's a very simple good.
Mm-hmm. This was a bad move, Scott.
Hmm. Hmm.
Pim.
It's a gun.
It's a Small World is great.
Oh my
But
god! I was like, "What is that? That tune?" And it's Disney. Aunt Raft.
could have just flown in there,
Yep. Agreed.
but it wouldn't
This
have
is
gotten all
cooler
the ants
though.
in.
So cool. Habanera Clarinamera. I don't put what
That's one though. He did call out earlier that he took out Peaches with one punch.
Yeah.
So the fact that he can throw a decent punch, that makes sense.
Mean pretty lady.
He actually looks pretty good in a suit.
It does.
The tank. Over the holidays, I watched Red One again.
Such a good movie.
It's cute, but the whole pick something practical, like
Right?
like the technology they use for Santa to shrink all the toys so we can get them all inside. Is he still in Shield?
Yeah, remember Shield doesn't exist at this point.
Is he still in? Oh, sorry, Saber.
I don't know if Saber exists either right now. I really wish we had a good timeline on that.
He didn't even know exactly which server to go into, right?
That's a lot of servers. That's Scott's man. Oh, he's just gonna fry them all.
That's one way to do it. So that wouldn't necessarily take out all of the files though,
Right.
and it wouldn't take out any of the backups offsite. They're saying they got rid of it. Okay.
I will take that 2015 acknowledgement of Strange Tech.
Hydra.
Hydra. Uh, uh, a
More than
beast.
his daughter.
Hmm. Hmm. Yep. Wow. I like that guy.
Yeah, that's it. Almost done.
Uh,
Bullet ants.
yep.
Yeah, he's a bad guy. Yeah, she can take care of him. Nice. That was good.
This animation is super cool.
It was really good. It's better than I remember. I just love how it's like he's really like running from explosives on a the scale of it is just great.
Uh, uh,
In a tank.
love that. Uh, uh,
Quick turn and fire it at the helicopter. Anthony. Anthony again.
aw.
You know, I'm not that emotionally attached to ants. I just
No, but he is.
oh yeah, the airflow would from that downdraft would stop all those ants, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Out with the tank, I can't hear
It's
you.
too loud. I can't hear you.
It was just a heist.
Kaboom!
That's his building. Gone.
Oh shit. I loved these shots where he's shooting at the guy and the beams are just like slow motion, just
Yep.
destroying the entire environment. It's like a an in-game boss. He's enormous, like in the background,
Mm-hmm.
or like Godzilla from the human's perspective.
Beep, 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 beep.
Just
That's
murdered
a-
those guys. I
I love how there's just little bits uh was that lifesaver? At
right?
least that doesn't look menacing. I would have been actually I would have been happy if that was the end of him.
No.
I would have been okay with that.
In reality, super dead. Not a fan. Being all creepy in a girl's
Of the
room.
train? Trains are fine. Yes.
That sounds creepy. Such a cool animation. The transition were just fantastic. I
It
love
is.
this sequence because you what?
I love how they're fighting on like and everything looks the way
So
it all
different.
looks, like the size of those things and what they're fighting on.
What I think's really cool too is when they show all the damage happening and everything, nothing, it's just like nothing's happening.
Yeah,
Little bright flashes, that's it.
like yeah, like when Cassie's looking out and, and she's like, it's just like,
Right?
Yeah, 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 yeah. He doesn't get us that bad.
Get out of here.
Yep, yep. Ain't nothing gonna stop us.
Uh,
Oh, is that his big ant friend from now on?
yep. I love Bobby Cannavale's first reaction, scream in utter horror. Huh? Mm. And it's a
Uh-oh.
lot of therapy in Cass's future.
And they both go into the quantum realm.
Yep.
That was a ptarmigan. Did you see it? The water bear?
Tardigrades, yeah.
I may have said the wrong name, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I know what you meant. Oh, look, an atom. What a dark sequence.
It is. You can't hear anything. You can't hear anything though, that I'm sure.
Right?
Does look like a superhero there, doesn't he?
Yep.
I could use orange juice.
You could use more what?
Right now, him. I could use an orange juice.
Right. Orange slices.
Terrain's still big. Ant's still big.
And the ant.
And the tank.
Huh.
Means can be done.
Leading into movie number 2.
That's right. There's hope. It is possible, Hank. It is. Just not today.
Second movie. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Uh-oh.
Huh? Huh?
Oh yeah.
Huh? Hmm.
Yeah. Is that the Avengers calling?
Oh, you're da 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 da.
Keep it simple. Stanley.
Yep. Stanley. Mm-hmm. Yeah, buddy.
I might be a second ahead of you, but that's okay.
It's all right.
Overall, though, I thought this is a great movie. I
Overall,
like it better when I've seen it this time. And comparing it to some of the other films, it holds up better than I thought it would be.
I agree.
It was more fun. And for an origin story, it's on par with a lot of them.
I also agree. I think it dives into the actions of what he can do very well. I think there's still a lot more in the background we need to know. We get a lot of that in the second movie,
Hmm.
but I think it was a good solid start for this particular franchise. And I think tying in the Avengers in this way was very good too.
Yep. And I do think that it does lead us
It
into a
does
lot
what?
more. It leads us into a lot more that we're going to get out of these characters.
Correct.
And if it wasn't for the problems with the Kang actor, I forget what his name is, um, but I think that we would have gotten more out of Quantum Mania too,
Agreed.
which was a good film for building up the bad guy, but then there was nothing after the bad guy. You
Michael
know what I mean?
Pena.
Who?
Michael Pena.
Yep.
It's Lewis. I thought it said Woody Harrelson. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I read that too.
I love his music.
The music in this was pretty good all the way through.
It's very Mission Impossible. After credit scene. Yep.
There's another one, I think.
Yeah, there's one now and one after.
Her mom's suit.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. Do you want to skip the credits here?
No, let's talk our review over these credits. Um, so I did Edgar Wright. Originally was a director, screenwriter of this movie. That's why he
Yeah.
had these. What?
Yeah.
That's why he had the screenwriting credits, but he got moved off in favor of Peyton Reed at one point. I think it was creative differences, not in a bad
Hmm.
way, but he wanted to go more of a horror direction.
Yeah.
And
I
um,
don't think that would have fit the characters they've got. The comedy of it was what kind of saved it. The felons especially.
it wouldn't have fit the character, and it wouldn't have fit Paul Rudd.
No, I agree.
I think Paul Rudd he leans harder to the comedic side of things rather than the horror aspects.
And I do, and I his timing and his delivery is definitely more of a comedic version for that. So,
Agreed.
but yeah, I think this was good. I mean, as far as a light-hearted superhero film, this was more it, and I liked it, and I think we needed it because a lot of the stuff had been pretty heavy.
Agreed. A lot of it had been very. I mean, you take Iron
But
Man 3
starting,
with Extremis,
yeah,
Captain America Winter Soldier with the Hydra reveal, Thor Dark World with the death of his mother, even
I I think
almost
the
said
timing
Iron
that hurt this
Soldier.
was coming out right after Guardians of the Galaxy, and it's not as strong as that.
Yes. And the next one up, I think, is Doctor Strange.
Civil War.
Is it really? I didn't realize that.
Well, I don't know. It feels like we should. I thought Civil War was next.
I think we get Doctor Strange first,
Okay.
and then we get Civil War with Ant-Man as a tie-in. Let me check. So this is the final movie of Phase 2
Mm-hmm.
and the first of Phase 3 Civil War.
I thought we had Civil War next. So Ant-Man plays a major role in that one.
He does. Um, and I liked, back in the day when we had, a character would show up either in their first solo movie or as a side character in a second stage movie. They would immediately show up in the next movie with a reason for it. Like
Mm-hmm.
Sam showed up in the last one as Captain America's number 2.
Yep.
Goes back up in this movie as an Avenger. Well, then he shows up obviously in Ultron at the end, at the
Yep.
beginning and the end, and then shows up in this movie as an Avenger. Ant-Man shows up in his origin story and then immediately shows up on Cap's team in Civil War.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's and I do think that was good, and it felt so bad. But when this came out, Guardians of the Galaxy to me, I'm like, how does this fit in with everything? It was kind of
Right.
weird. Um, and I think that the comedy of that one to the comedy of this one, I think it felt like this was almost like another fluff movie. And
Right.
so I think the timing of this one with the comedic part of it, it just didn't. I don't think it played as well at the theater, and I don't think it was actually pushed as big either. I don't know that it had as big a push from Marvel.
I don't think it did because this was not a great big tentpole character back then. I
Hmm.
will say I remember when I think it was the red carpet for Ant-Man and the Wasp. You know how Avengers Infinity War came out in, I think, May,
Yep,
April, May, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp came out in July.
it's too soon.
And no, it was perfect because he said on the red carpet, I think it was Collider asked him, "Hey, why does this movie come out afterward? Have they already, dealt with that?" And he goes,
Yeah,
No. This is the feeling we want you to have going into Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's a fun movie.
right.
It is a romp. It's a family comedy. That 2 months after the snap, I think the Ant-Man franchise has served that purpose. It's not as moral core as the Captain America franchise. It's not as, is this guy really a hero as the Iron Man franchise? And it's not as like epic as the Thor franchise. It's
Hmm.
just funny and fun.
It is,
So
and this was fun. And you know what, I would watch this one again now that I've seen it again. I'm like, oh yeah, if this was on, I might watch it. But I got a lot of other ones to watch before I watch this one again, I think.
yeah, I agree. We're coming up on the end here.
Yep.
Oh, and I remember what the scene too is right from I think um Civil War.
Hmm. Filmed in Georgia.
Georgia. Whoa, Georgia. Atmos, Dolby, Digital, Codex.
All right. Remember, everybody sitting in the theater waiting for this.
Yep. What's coming? What's coming?
Oh, they've got him. This is Sebastian,
Yep.
Winter Soldier. Hmm.
I can't tell you how insane this scene was back then.
Oh, Ant-Man will return. There it is.
I know a
All right.
guy. Ant-Man will return. All right, Jim, that's my mark of 12 Ant-Man in the books.
Yeah,
Give me your final thoughts from about it. We already kind of talked about it over the credits.
we did.
Final thoughts, sir.
Overall, good, solid film. Not the strongest Marvel film, but a good superhero film. Good background. I love the way it ties in with some of the Stark and some of the problems, and uh, it brings a couple characters into the other some heroes in that we're going to see again later. And like I said, fun ride, good comedy, good timing, good actors. All in all, a good solid film. Just not quite the top tier Marvel film, but it's climbed back up in my list now that I've seen it and been able to appreciate it for what it was trying to accomplish.
Agreed. I don't think this ever appears anywhere close to my top 10, but
Hmm.
I will say, with the exception of Secret Invasion and the exception of
Iron Man 3.
Iron Man 3, which grew on me when we rewatched it.
It
So
wasn't
I don't
as
think
bad
it's
as I
a
remember.
terrible movie, but it is the only one I left the theater angry about. So we'll always have that distinction. With the exception of those two projects, I don't think there's any movie in the MCU that I think is a terrible movie.
No, no.
But this is definitely middle of the road.
Oh yeah,
So it's
yeah.
not one I would seek out to rewatch for any particular purpose. But if it's on, I might be gaming or editing. So I'll just sit and play and watch it. He got us
If it
Paul
queues
Rudd,
up, yeah, he's good.
so
And I think this movie was good, and Michael Douglas was amazing in it, and such a solid, stern counterpoint to Rudd's chaos. It was a great, great pairing.
well, and this is still reflective of the era when Marvel. So if you look at them now,
Hmm.
some of the actors like Brie Larson, Emmy award-winning actress,
Yeah,
or Oscar, is he Emmy or Oscar?
whatever.
Uh,
Award winning, either way.
Athena, Angelina Jolie,
Hmm.
Kit Harington, um, a lot of the other Eternals are all famous people.
Yeah.
Who we got left in the Oscar Isaacs? They brought him in as Moon Knight.
Oh, can't wait for that to come back.
A lot of these newer properties are getting these big name actors. This was back during a time where they took, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Evans, and Robert Downey Jr. And Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd wasn't huge. He had been in a couple of things. Robert Downey Jr.'s career was on a downswing because he came out of prison to play Iron Man. And Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth were relatively unknown. What they did was they surrounded them. In here, they put in Michael Pena. They put in Darren Cross, who had been in quite a few things. Evangeline Lilly,
Yeah.
Bobby Cannavale. Iron Man. They gave him Jeff Bridges. They gave him Gwyneth Paltrow. They gave him Coulson,
Yeah.
Nick Fury. Captain America got Tommy Lee Jones and Stanley Tucci,
Hmm.
and Haley Atwell. Thor got Anthony Hopkins and Rene Russo.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't get much bigger.
so they did a really good job of taking this, the character that's maybe sometimes overlooked in the comics,
Hmm.
taking a different twist on it because it's not the original Ant-Man,
Nope.
and telling a really cool origin story. So I'll always value this. Is back when Marvel took chances that were for creative and story purposes rather than let's make a big universe.
And let's hope they're getting back to that. And I felt that in some of
Agreed.
their more recent stuff. So,
Agree.
all right, sir. But with that, I think we need to wrap this up, and we'll put this down as mile marker 12 is done. And I think it was fun. And what do we have next? Civil War, I think we just mentioned. I'm looking forward
The
to that.
next film in the MCU is Civil War. We're going to make a little change that we're going to talk about, down the line a little bit, but we're going to incorporate a couple of rest stops. We're going to cover the shorts, some of the TV
Yep.
shows that may probably won't play in as heavily Secret Wars as rest stops on our road trip. A couple of those are coming up, but the next film is Civil War. Hey, if you're out there watching and you've gotten through all this and you're listening to our thoughts and reactions, throw us a like, throw us a subscribe. Tell us what your favorite parts of the Ant-Man franchise are. What do you not like about it? Does the way it ended with Kang bug you? Me too. Let's talk. On that though, I'm Jake. That is Jim. We will see you all next time. Stay marvelous.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, thanks for trying this video out here on the Nerd Network. Be sure to check out these shows over here on the right. Some are coming soon, some are happening right now. Our brands over here on the left, if you're a fan of one of the big major franchises. And check out the videos below. Be sure to hit that subscribe, ring that bell for our next pieces of content, and we will see you right back here for your next video. Stay nerdy, y'all.